Well, hello there, you beautiful, beautiful human. You are looking beautiful as always, looking mighty fine. You look better and better every time you come here. I can't get over it. Delicious. Well, hello there, you beautiful human. How are you doing today? Welcome back to another video. It's your Brazilian girl Delilah and all her animals. Sort of. Only got 3 out of 7. Nice. So how are you? Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. You are looking mighty fine as always. Every time you come back here to see me, you're looking better now than you did last time. You just get better and better, baby. God, I like it. All right. So, what's up? How's life doing? How you doing? We're going, look who's back. Haven't seen this bad boy in a long time, huh? Got some stuff to talk about. We're gonna talk about some stuff because Delilah has a lot to say. And remember, with everything I say, I ain't no professional. I'm just very opinionated on stuff. I got a lot of opinions. And I don't ever, want you to do as I do. Do as I suggest, and I suggest you find a better solution because my solutions are always the best. Like what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna be talking about arguments and how it's stupid and a waste of time. Don't waste your time arguing with people. Don't waste your time with arguments. You're not gonna get nowhere with it. You're not going to get anywhere with it. You're not gonna win a reward. Ain't nobody gonna throw your show like, "Woo, you did it, buddy, you did it." It's not, no, don't do it. Don't, look, you see me, I got big forehead. And on this big forehead, we cannot allow wrinkles to come over stress. So one thing we're not gonna do is stress over arguments. And what is an argument, right? An argument to me is when 2 people or multiple people cannot understand each other fully because everybody has their own opinion and, have the ability to make their own choices. So when people don't fully agree, they tend to get very loud with each other. They tend to get very ugly with each other, very petty, very argumentative, very pushing each other's button, trying to get one on top of the other. You're trying to win one side of you're trying to win the side of your story. That person's trying to win the side of their story. Like where I come from in my family, lovely people. I come from a family of amazing human beings. But man, when the arguments broke out in that house, was it ugly. Like fist fight ugly, choking each other out ugly. My mom, I'm little. My mom is a little bit shorter than me. These grown adults in my family, when they would get into a fight, not only were they so petty to say the ugliest thing to each other, to push the button to the limit, because that's how poisonous our tongue is in my family, they will push each other around to the point where they'll hurt my mom. Because here comes this short little lady trying to stop her grown-ass humans from getting into a bloody fist fight, and they don't care. They saw nothing. Once the upset and that anger took over, that flame was burning, nobody see anything. They just... And I got that in me. I got that pettiness in me. The day I open my big mouth to say some ugly things to people I love in my family, and then later on when I calm down, I'm like, oh, why did I say that? And in my family, we don't know how to apologize. So after arguments, all we did was go back to, acting normal, like nothing ever happened, like we just didn't damn near hurt each other really badly, whether it was with words or fists. It was never pretty when there was an argument in my family. And when I realized just how waste of time it was, how stupid it was to go do all that back and forth, say all those aggressive, horrible things to each other because you're so upset, and then later on when you calm down, you're just there like, well, now what? Because we didn't know how to apologize, the only way we knew how to handle it is just to go back to normal. So when I left my family and I got with my husband, because the first marriage did not work out well, the arguments got so bad it almost got physical. When a grown-ass man got in front of me and kept me from leaving the house over arguments, oh, baby, I had to go. I had to go. That's unhealthy. I got too much forehead to wrinkle. I'm not scared of wrinkles. May the wrinkles gracefully fall upon me when the time comes, because naturally that's gonna happen. but don't wrinkle this forehead. I will not give you the privilege to wrinkle this forehead because over some stress. Look at, just talking alone, look at how much this moves. You think I'm gonna sit here and let you wrinkle my face? Oh no, baby, no. I'm walking away. So when this relationship started, in the beginning, there was a few ugly arguments. And there's been arguments since. But with every argument, it's not gonna happen. I will walk away. And that's how I handle arguments. And this is why I say, don't do as I do, do as I suggest. And I suggest we get some help. Because maybe walking away isn't the best solution to this problem, but it's what I do. I will walk away from an argument so quick, man, listen. I don't got it in me. That takes so much effort to argue with people. It takes so much effort to go back and forth. It takes so much, and I am so lazy. I want to take a nap. I wake up most days wondering when I'm going to be able to take a nap. I'm just not going to sit here and go back and forth with you. I'm tired, Harry. I'm so tired. We're just not going to do that. And I've done that numerous times. Once I got hit with the from a grown-ass person in my own family because of misunderstanding, we didn't see eye to eye. Not everybody's going to see eye to eye. No matter how much we love each other, we're not going to see eye to eye all the time. And no matter how much we love each other, you cannot make people feel what you're feeling. You cannot make people feel the feelings that you have inside of you. Just because you're going to act a certain way when, you know, during the situation doesn't mean that person's going to act the same. So when I was trying to, you know, talk things out in a bad situation that had unfolded, I got hit with the like it was a little kid that I was talking to, and it's just not something I'm going to deal with. At that moment, I was like, wow, my family needs a whole lot of help, a lot more than I thought. And that coming from me because I'm the worst. I'm the problem. I'm the black sheep of the family. I have been the mess, the problem since day one. Absolutely. I have said the ugliest things to people I love. I have done the ugliest things to people I love because what? After a while, I just lost patience. I lost my patience. And it started all back on Facebook. I tried to argue over religion with somebody on Facebook because at that point I was detaching from religion, and there's just no way you could argue with people who are religious. So here I was doing all this, you know, work up and getting all excited to go back and forth with this person, and I got nothing out of it. There was no reward waiting for me. There was nothing. And I remember, like, I just didn't have enough weapons under my belt to fight the online fight with a stranger that I never met, right? So here I was trying to use all the weapons I had to fight the stranger online. And then when I didn't have enough weapons, I reached out to family members. I'm like, hey, there's this situation going on online with a stranger. So can we, like, can you help me attack this person, this stranger online? And here came my family members to help me attack the stranger online. And then after this whole thing we did, all this stuff we did, we got a big message ready and we sent it to this person. This person never replied. They didn't, whether they read it or not, doesn't matter. Whether I changed their point of view or not, doesn't matter. All I got out of it was nothing. Nothing at all. And then another situation where I was going back and forth with another person because she was very opinionated and I was very opinionated, and we never met each other, but we were on Facebook, and on Facebook you get the opportunity to say all that you want. And so because of those opportunities, here I was going back and forth with another stranger over something that we don't agree. And arguing with people you don't know is as stupid as arguing with people you do know. Because if you love them, why are you arguing with them? If you don't love them, why are you arguing with them? If you know them, why are you arguing with them? If you don't know them, why are you arguing with them? So here I was arguing with this person, and eventually all that happened was this person blocked me and no longer received messages from me. So that back and forth, getting heated, and I felt so cool, and I felt so cool, like, ha ha ha, I won. She blocked me. There was no trophies. There was no big dinner. There was no surprise cupcakes. There was no ice cream to reward me. I didn't even get a lollipops to say good job to me. Nobody gave me lollipops. So if I didn't receive a lollipop, it's because it's not that big of a deal. Like, if I go to the dentist, I get snackies. I get stuff for being such a good girl. No, I don't, because I don't go to the dentist. Where was I going with this? So, rep, don't argue with people. It's just not worth your time. It's just too much work. It takes so much effort to go back and forth. I tell my husband all the time, I'm not gonna do this with you. I have a deep voice for a woman. I'm not very girly. I just happen to look like a woman because the boobies grew in, you know? By mistake, sees, whoops, here I am. But other than that, I have a very deep voice. So I'm not gonna go back and forth with you, because the second I get excited, my voice, you know, gets a little bit elevated and I sound like I'm mad. So I have to teach myself to calm down and have conversations with people. Because since I don't handle going back and forth very well, I've just learned to shut down. I shut down 5 to 7 business days sometimes. I will just, no talking. And in a marriage, that's not healthy at all. It is not healthy to not talk about your problems. But if I'm going back and forth with my husband, just guess what? I'm not going to go back and forth. If we cannot sit there and have a civilized conversation, go back and forth in a tone and a level that we are understanding each other, even if you're not understanding each other, we're just presenting our case, we're just presenting the situation and expressing how we felt in hopes the other person will understand. Because they fully won't always understand what you're feeling. Your feelings are yours, their feelings are theirs. Your emotions are yours, their emotions are theirs. You cannot make them feel what you're feeling. That's just not gonna happen. No matter how much you guys love each other, you cannot force what you're feeling upon the person that you love. They will not fully understand. They could try to understand it to the best of their abilities, and the love will help them understand. But other than that, there's just no way to make somebody feel what you're feeling. So if we can't sit there and have a civilized conversation with it getting altered and the voice getting higher and us getting worked up and pointing fingers and it's you and it's me and it's you and it's you and it's I will walk away. You're gonna talk by yourself to the walls. That's on you. And then I'm not gonna. And once I shut down, I don't mean I'm just gonna shut down until you're done talking. I'm shutting down for days, depending how bad the situation is, because I have it in me to be ugly and petty and argumentative. That's why I'd rather walk away. I'd rather be the bigger person or the dumb person or the non, whatever you want to call me. I'd rather be that person and walk away than sit there and back and forth. The day I started opening my mouth and paying attention to how many ugly things I could say to people I love, I'm like, nah. I'd rather walk away. Let it be. Because the second I'm very upset, I'm just as bad as my family. I see nothing. It goes blank. I see flames. I don't see the good in you. I don't see the good in the situation. I don't see the good in nothing. I don't see the positive. It's all downhill. So I'd rather shut them up. I'm gonna shut the fuck up until I'm ready to talk. And then once I'm ready to talk, either we're gonna talk or we're not gonna talk. The one thing I'm not gonna do is get over it and act like it's never happened. I'm full of my feelings. I am all over my emotions. I feel it. I feel it strong, baby. As strong as I feel happy and love and bubbly. Woo, woo, party in the USA. I feel the not so happy ones too. So until we're ready to sit there and, conversate it out nicely, I'm just not gonna deal with it. No way, Jose. I don't like it that way. And I want you to do the same. I haven't flipped this book one time. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My gosh. That's just how much I feel about this topic. Because look at this list. Do you see the list? The size of the list? It's a long list of don't do's, because arguments is stupid and a waste of your time, baby. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Let's find out here. I already overthink everything in life. I sure do. I'm an overthinker. So for an overthinker person like myself that just enjoy overthinking everything about life, I'm not going to sit here and overthink arguments. That's stressful. I could sit here and overthink if the earth is flat or not. I could sit here and overthink if there's reptilians coming or not. I could sit here and overthink about videos I should make. I could sit here and overthink about how many different platforms I should be putting my stuff on. Where can I go? Where could I do? Listen, there's a lot to overthink about. The world is crazy. the world is, every day there's something new going on, and I don't even watch the news. The most information I get is from the little stuff that I see on social media here and there, and I'm only on TikTok. I'm not even on Facebook. I'm not even on the other stuff. So it's like, there's a lot to overthink already for me to sit here and overthink the back and forth that we did because we weren't like seeing each other's eye to eye. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. That's not nice. I don't like it. I don't accept that whole thing. Oh, I was upset, that's why I said it. Don't say it at all. Don't say it out of anger. Don't say things when you're upset, because that's when you regret things. And that's what I've done in the past. Because of saying things out of anger, it's because I was so upset, I've hurt people's feelings that I love. So I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'd rather stay quiet than say things because I'm upset. That one doesn't make sense at all to me. So once I taught myself to be quiet instead of saying things that, you know, because I'm so angry, it just came out. I've learned to calm that down. I've learned to just shut the hell up and walk away rather than say the things that I wanted to say. Because when you're upset, things do get worked up inside of you. So it could be very hard to bite your tongue sometimes, especially because the people you know or people you don't know are there just pushing your buttons and trying to get right under your skin, and sometimes it works. So you know what you do? What would Delilah do? Delilah will walk away. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying that's my approach. Bye-bye. I'm going to go take a walk. I'm going to go look at the trees outside. I'm going to go lock myself in the bathroom and take the longest shower. I don't care. I'm going to find a way to just not be in that presence. Keep that negative energy to you, not on me. Nuh-uh, baby. I don't like that. Ay, but just so. Okay, so a few of the things that I've learned from my family was, one of the things was, mean what you say what you mean, and don't say you mean. Somebody in my family had that on the shirt because they were like a peer leader in school, so they were a leader to other kids. And that was their saying, say what you mean what you say, and don't say it mean. You can sit there and talk for hours with somebody about something you guys don't see eye to eye, and you guys could have a debate. A debate is different than an argument. You could sit there back and forth and try to, get over the situation, do that whole corny stuff that they say, it's not you and them against it's not you guys against each other, it's you guys against the problem. That corny shit actually makes sense. Instead of letting the whole situation get to you and you guys end up saying horrible things to each other, let it calm down and talk about it when you're feeling better. When the both of you are seeing little things a little bit more clear, or you and the whole people, whatever it is. Try to avoid getting yourself to that point. Like we live in such a crazy world. We gotta pay to exist, and the more we exist, the more expensive it's getting to exist. It's weird. It's really weird time right now to exist in 2023. There's so much going on all over the world. So with that all going on already, don't give in to overwhelming feelings that might make you sick somewhere down the line. We're already stressing about bills. We're already stressing about this and that and the other, the third. So why give in to those horrible feelings and just like get overwhelmed, with all these things that I like, the more I research about arguments and what happened, like the effects of arguments along the way, the long-term effects of arguments, I've come across a lot of things that says, it's healthy to argue with people. It's healthy to have arguments in a relationship. It's healthy to this. It's normal for family members to bump head. But with all of that, it's normal, it's good, it's healthy. At the end of it all, what makes it healthy and what makes it good is that you're getting over the problem. You don't let the problem win. The whole thing about, it's important for couples to have a little bit of argument is make the relationship stronger. It does not make the relationship stronger if those two people are not willing to work through the problem, or if they haven't been taught to work through the problem, or they're not willing to learn how to work through the problem. Because The way I see it, it's not important to argue. It's not important to have arguments. It's not healthy to have arguments. What is important is the willingness to get over it, the willingness to work through it, the willingness to learn to do better, the willingness to grow. We're never done growing. We're never done learning. We're not. No matter if you graduated school, if you graduated college, there's always something else you can learn. Whether it's doing something, whether it's learning something mentally, whether it's learning something physically, whatever it is, you always have room to grow and learn. With all the information I gather, it's not that the argument is important, it's the aftermath of the argument is important. So there is no reason for the loud back and forth. There is no reason for the yelling and the screaming. Somebody in my family used to always say to me, it's not about what you said, it's the tone that you said it in. You could have a conversation about everything and anything. It just all matters if you're willing to be calm enough to talk about it and get through with it, rather than sit there and belittle each other, say ugly things to each other, point fingers, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's people. You're not gonna get anywhere. Because then later on, if you were like me before, didn't know how to apologize, and it's an awkward situation how you come back from all the ugly things you said, or you had to put your little crease down, your little whatever, your ego down, and go apologize. And even if you're not apologizing for being wrong, apologize for the situation, apologize for losing control, apologize for getting loud. It's too much, so why not avoid it? You know what I mean? And another one of those corny things I've heard is, when you're yelling at each other, the hearts are miles away from each other. So your brains and your mouth is yelling, but your hearts are so far away they don't hear each other. And that's the kind of stuff that I don't understand why they say it's healthy to have arguments. It's not healthy to have arguments, because arguments are always going to happen. Somewhere along the line, something's going to happen where you guys are going to bump heads. My husband and I, no matter all the situations that we have overcame and everything, there's sometimes that just the fact that we're hungry, it's hot outside, one thing we say to each other annoys the hell out of each other, and it might cause an argument. And that's where Delilah walks her pretty little butt that way. I might not be pretty to you, but I'm pretty to me, so I'm gonna walk my pretty butt that way, okay? Sorry, gosh. Come at me like that. My goodness, hold on. The more we can try to walk away from ugly situations, the more we should. Don't wrinkle your face, baby. Don't give people the privilege of wrinkling your face over misunderstanding and not getting along. No, don't do that. It's already gonna wrinkle on its own. I'll try not to force my forehead to move too much, but I got so much of it. Okay. Look, smiles. Gotta smile. Ok, então tá, então, hein? I'm talking too much. Beijão no coração e Epa. Beijão no coração e tapa na bunda, hein? I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for existing. Get wealthy, get healthy, stay sexy, because you're amazing. Love you.